Okay guys, moving on to our next little project here we got to do. If you guys can see, there's a little bit of a hole right here. Wheel tub, hole, sail panel, and then rear quarter glass panel. And you guys saw us build this on the last episode. But again, door panel comes up to here, it's all smooth, and once we get to right in here, we've got this open, ugly looking section right there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make a template out of cardboard. You guys have seen us do this in past videos, and then we're going to take some sheet metal, transfer it onto the sheet metal and cut it out, and then bend it over and make it form to this shape here and fill in this little hole right here. And I'll wrap up this episode. We've already done the driver's side. It worked out pretty good, and we're going to repeat the steps again and show you guys how this works. Okay guys, here we go. So we got our basic cardboard template right here. I just got it taped on there, and there's our basic shape. And now we're getting ready to transfer that over onto some sheet metal. And what we'll do is right here where the sheet metal piece is butting up to this existing piece, we'll just get the paint off that area there, and then we'll just weld all that up once we've got the curvature we want and everything meets up nice and smooth. Alright, so here we go. Okay guys, here's our template, and we just transferred it over onto this, and we're going to cut it out with some 10 snips. We're going to rock and roll here. Okay guys, right now we've got this thing fitting pretty good, but we got a radius on our hands right in here, okay? So what I've done is these two black Sharpie lines right there, I've got to put a harsh radius right in there to get that to form the way that looks right in there. So we're going to beat this over a hammer form and see what we can come up with here. Okay guys, we got our little hammer form here, and all I've done is just used a round piece of pipe. Got ourselves a good hammer, Harbor Freight hammer. There's our lines right there, and so what we're going to do is we're going to try to line that pipe right up in the center of here. This is where the radius starts right here on this line, and this is where it gets really steep right here. So we know the bend starts here and we need to move it this way. And it's going to be a pretty harsh curvature there. So glove in one hand, hammer in another, kind of got our pipe lined up here, and we're going to start tapping this thing over. Okay, so there you go. You kind of see what we got going on there. We went a pretty good ways with it. We kind of stayed where we need to be at. And we need to put it in a car and see what it's going to look like. Okay guys, check this out. Man, this one went in really nicely. We got it, we're rocking and rolling. Looks like I know what I'm doing right now. But kind of zoom in here how smooth that all lines up. Looking really good. We're about ready to put some tacks in place here in just a second. We got a little bit of trimming to do up here in the top. It's not wanting to push all the way back in there. But that side's looking really good. I actually got this side to fit really nicely. But so we got that. There's actually a crease, if you can see it, right down here at the bottom here, that I'm going to transfer over onto this piece. And I'll show you guys how I'm going to do that. We're going to make our mark there and transfer the line all the way across, and then we'll bend it on there. Okay guys, for this next part here, I'm going to show you guys something. And this line right here, that's where that little radius bend or kind of like a step needs to be. And yeah, in a perfect world, definitely need to use a bead roller right there, but my bead roller wheel isn't deep enough to do this radius right here. But what I found out worked really well is these flat nose pliers I've got here has got the perfect radius. I mean, it's just perfect to do. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. And it actually worked really good. And we'll make it happen here. Alright, so we're lined up on our line right there where we want our radius to be. And we just okay, we got it down, going down. Alright, what I'm going to do is, I know you guys can't see it, I'm just going to push on the table. Go full 90. Like that right there. Alright. Yeah, it held pretty straight. Push this one corner in good. Yeah. Alright, and here's the kind of funny part. You just slide it down a little bit, about the thickness of that Sharpie line. And again, I know it sounds kind of weird. This actually worked really good on the other panel. Okay, it's about like that. If you guys can see it, we just shifted down, and now all we're doing is just bending it back flat, just like that. So now check this out. See if you guys can see it here. Boom. That actually worked really nice, and I just kind of did that on the fly there. I wasn't expecting that to work that good, but it did. It actually worked out really nice for what we needed it to do, and it got the bend deep enough for the purpose I need it for. So pretty cool. Now let's make sure I got it all lined up. Okay guys, so here's our part, and this thing actually worked out pretty nicely, and you guys can see how well this is going to line up. I was really happy with the fitment here. So check that out. So there we go, and I use a pin here to show you some stuff. You can look right here at that radius there. That turned out really nice and lined up really nice and straight. Our curvature is looking good right in here, and this thing is ready to clean up the paint right here and start tacking this bad boy on and do some welding. But I think it's going to work out really nicely. You can see we're going to get rid of this nasty look right here and this big ugly bulky spot right there. So now we'll just taper in really nice and smooth into our wheel tubs, just like that there. And see if you guys can see it, and get my hand out of the way here. Yeah, so like that. So now we're going to be nice and smooth, and we'll be looking good here. Okay guys, I'm sure you guys can hear it now. We've got the MIG welder on. We're getting ready to put some tacks on here. And I tried TIG welding first on the other side, but the metal just, I'm not practiced up too good on TIG welding sheet metal. So I'm going to get some good some good MIG tacks on here. And then we're going to take the TIG welder and just fuse them all in. That way we don't have so much grinding to do in that gap. So we're going to start tacking these up, and we'll keep on rocking and rolling here. Okay guys, so we got it welded up, and I'm having problems with my welding helmet. It's not wanting to shade correctly, so we gotta go old school and use a grinder, which I hate doing, but that's what we're gonna have to do. For some reason, just the auto shade's not working, and it keeps burning my eyes out, so don't know what's going on with that, but we'll keep after it here and we'll get it done. Okay, boom, there we go guys. It is looking really, really nice. I mean, check it out. Nice transition, nice line there for our welds, and that'll clean up and paint over very nicely. So yeah, super tickled about that. That looks really nice. I was very, very happy with how that turned out. We'll go ahead and put our interior panel back in, put our trim back in, and see what this looks like. But we cannot thank you guys enough for like, sharing, and commenting down below. You guys are helping us out a bunch on making this stuff get out there, and you're helping out the channel a ton. But definitely let us know what you think, and until next time, you guys have a good one.